Plenty of base building survival games have come and gone in recent years, and frankly, there's a few more on the horizon. But not all of them manage to turn heads. Riftbreaker is one that has. Playing as an elite scientist from Earth, in a sentient mech suit called Mr. Riggs, you rift to Galita 37 with the intent of setting up a two-way portal to colonize the planet. The main focus areas of the game are base building, defense, and exploration. Plus, with a massive array of researches available in the tech tree, there are hours and hours to be had bashing through the campaign and getting all of the new tech. You can explore a wide range of environments with their own particular challenges, from the various enemies you'll encounter to the weather types, even including the environments themselves, which can be more hostile in some cases than others. Of course, after the campaign, or if that's not your thing, you can play the sandbox mode, have complete control of gameplay from resources to enemy spawns to weather conditions. The gameplay in a bit more detail, sticking with the campaign here, you start with a limited building set, but this quickly expands into a wide array of building types from power plants to ammunition production for both you and your defense turrets. It means that you're constantly using resources. Your HQ is a rift portal which will allow you to eventually jump to other parts of the planet, and you can equally build bases there and then jump back there later to claim the resources. And when you first start the game, it will feel as though you have an overabundance of all these resources. However, you'll quickly find as you progress, you tear through these as fast as you are tearing through the locals. The array of defensive towers grows significantly as you progress, and while at first you'll find yourself wondering why you have so many and pondering why you would ever need to upgrade them, things change quickly in Riftbreaker. As you complete missions and gain access to new campaign lock technologies, the game starts to unleash massive hordes, which eventually I can only describe as the entire landscape becoming a sea of bugs as they rampage towards your base. It's at this point you'll wish you'd double-walled. The reality is, the premise is quite simple. Build a base, or in this case multiple bases across the planet, to collect various resources to pump back into the main base, but it keeps things fresh, with a variety of new environments, enemy types, upgrades, and obviously these big attacks, not to mention mini missions where you have to go out and stop the attacks yourself by destroying a nest or a big boss mob. And that's not even talking about the weather events that can both halt power production or damage your base. Throw in a few random meteor strikes and some earthquakes and suddenly you find yourself missing a big chunk of your base and the local hordes rampaging through it. My tip here would be, repair towers are your best friend. And thinking about research and upgrades, it's not just about the base and the towers. Mr. Riggs itself has a wide array of upgrades available, from various weapons, or yes, miniguns and hammers, to various slottable upgrades, special abilities, and armor upgrades. There is just something incredibly satisfying about bringing down a massive hammer on a group of little bugs and watching them all go splat. One of the fantastic things about Riftbreaker is the way you can help dictate how difficult the game will be for yourself. The longer you spend building up between missions, the slower the game will be, and the easier, because you'll have more defenses. If you speed through the missions and the associated research unlocks, the difficulty will ramp up at speed after that initial gentle introduction. The missions also add a variety of various objectives, which are not all combat based, and it's possible to even fail some of them, so tread lightly, because the game will carry on regardless. Choose to be a destructive force destroying everything for DNA samples, or go around scanning the flora and fauna trying to live in peace with your new home. Let's be honest here though, the only good bug is a dead bug. Let me know in the comments if you know where that's from. Graphically, the game is a visual delight. From the wide variety of environments, to the individual plants in these areas, then adding in the day and night cycle which only goes on to boost the plethora of eye candy when crystals start to glow and some of the plants become luminescent as you or the locals brush past them. It's this attention to detail that sets it apart from a lot of other titles. If you're a fan of blood splatter, look no further. You have found your home, because there's no shortage of gory, blood-filled explosions and sword sweeps here. Of course, the dev team have kindly made sure your trail of destruction remains for a time underfoot, with some lovely fresh red blood puddles. The game has the option of putting on ray tracing, and I've had it on since the start of playing. And I couldn't really tell you exactly what it's affecting, but the game does look stunning. Sound-wise, the game is no slouch when it comes to this either. From the exciting combat music to the more subtle sci-fi themes in the background, they have it covered. Sound effects are solid, the weapons make some really satisfying sounds. Add to that the fairly good voice acting for a game like this. I was having very much Defense Grid flashbacks for that. You'll know what I mean if you've played the game. The overall sound package is certainly nothing to disappoint you. In summary, base building, resource collection, weapon choices, killing millions of bugs and plenty of gore, what's not to love? If this tells you anything, I've been playing this game in my downtime. When I've not been streaming the latest titles or making videos for other things, this has been my go-to. It could be relaxing if you want it to be, or a frantic race to repair and protect your base. This game just seems to tick all the boxes, throwing in a few gold stars for good measure. If you like tower defense, if you like RTS, if you like base building, or even just a good hack and slash top-down shooter on melee romp, this game has something for pretty much everyone. You know what? I'm going to give this game 5 out of 5. It's not even a difficult decision, it's just that good. It's currently included on the Game Pass for PC, or you can pick it up for around $30 US or euros, and there's even a demo on Steam, which I highly recommend giving a go. Thanks for watching. As always, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think of the game down below, and I'll see you all soon for another review.